Hi everybody, it's me, Lisa T, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. Now I just did this reading and then it didn't load into Facebook, so I'm going to think that there's a reason that happened and I need to read this again. It's a very long reading now, I know, and so this video I have actually read the reading ahead of time. I just did a video, but it went out into outer space. So anyways, we are reading August 28, Taking Care of Ourselves on the Job. So when I was just talking before, I was saying my life is a job. I feel like because of who I am and what I do and what I'm made of and what inspires me, my whole life feels like a job. I feel like I'm on all the time. So that's why I started this self-care journey, or the self-love journey, reading this book with you guys 2 years ago now, because I was desperate to learn how to take care of myself in the midst of this being on all the time. I have this thing where it's hard for me to say no. I want to help. I want to help because it fulfills me and it's good for me. But I still strive to learn balance. I end up overdoing it, and then I like retract and I'll do nothing, and then I overdo it and I help too much and I'm out there too much, and then I just like go into solitude. So I need to find a happy balance, and I guess I'm not going to find that happy balance unless I get pushed to my limits and so I can learn. So taking care of ourselves on the job, and maybe life is your job like me. So it's okay to take care of ourselves on the job. It's not only okay, it's necessary. Oh my God. All of this is necessary all the time for me, all of the time. I need to remember to take care of me in the midst of being someone who likes to take care of the world as well. We got to take care of ourselves. And if we don't take care of ourselves, the catch is you can't be there for everybody else. You can't be there when the ball drops for someone else, because your cup is empty. So we got to learn, I have to learn how to keep my cup full, and that requires meditation and days off and lots of nature walks, hikes, exercise, eating well, making sure I'm hydrated. I haven't really eaten today because it's just been so busy, and here it is 9 o'clock. It's just, I don't know how this happens to me consistently, but I guess it's happening so I can learn how to do it differently. So it's not only okay to take care of ourselves, it's absolutely necessary. Taking care of ourselves on the job means we deal with our feelings appropriately. So recognize when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling, when things feel unmanageable, when you're acknowledge, okay, this is unmanageable. I must be doing too much. Maybe I haven't set a boundary. I'm feeling, overwhelmed. So all these things. My point is acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. They're there for a reason. They're to help steer you in a different direction, or, they're to help show you something. So we can feel our feelings appropriately. We take care. We take responsibility for ourselves. Taking responsibility for ourselves. We detach when detachment is called for, and detachment is simply recognizing when something isn't your shit. So, showing up for people, helping people, but don't taking it on. And I think as an empath and as a person who loves to help, that's one of my catches, is I end up taking on other people's stuff. So we detach when detachment is called for. We set boundaries when we need to do that. We negotiate conflicts and we try to separate our issues from the other person's issues. That's the detachment part. And we don't expect perfection from ourselves or others. That's where I think I really got tripped up today. I was helping a family member and I didn't do it perfectly, and I felt like a failure. And as soon as that thought was triggered, it was a downhill spiral from there. And I wasn't able to recognize that was what was happening. I felt like a whole bunch of different feelings, but it was triggered from feeling like I wasn't perfect. So we don't expect perfection from ourselves or from others. We let go of our need to control that which we cannot control. Serenity prayer. God, help me to let go of the things I cannot control, to help me to oh my God, I lost it again. When I first did this reading, I couldn't say it the first time. It'll come back. Instead, we strive for peace. And so we let go of our need to control that which we cannot control. That's people, places, and things. We can only control ourselves, only control our reactions to life, only control our responses to life. We're the ones that take responsibility for ourselves. So instead, we strive for peace and manageability. We want life to be manageable. I don't know about you, but when life gets unmanageable, it can really throw me off. And I lose my peace of mind. I lose my serenity. And when I lose that, then I lose my just like my joy for life, that zest for life. So we strive for peace and manageability, owning our power to be who we are and to take care of ourselves. Be who you are and take care of yourselves. Lisa, be who you are, which is someone who thrives with meditation and nature walks and all these things and downtime, and to not push myself, because when I push myself just that much, it can really throw me off. So we own our power to be who we are and take care of ourselves. This is a long reading. There's 2 more pages. So I'm going to try and go fast and not ad-lib so much. So we do not tolerate abuse, nor do we abuse or mistreat anyone else. So balance. So we this is going to be all about balance, and that's what I'm trying to learn today. Balance, balance, balance. So and mostly all of this is about balance. So we do not tolerate abuse, nor do we abuse or mistreat anyone else. We work at letting go of our fear and developing appropriate confidence. My fear kicked in today that if I didn't do this, then I wouldn't be loved. If I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be good. And if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't be perfect. So I had to do that, and I had to do this, and I had to do that. And it never serves me, because all my energy is going out there instead of in here in this central channel where that's where my power is. So we work at letting go of our fear and developing appropriate confidence. We try to learn from our mistakes, but we forgive ourselves when we make them. We're going to make mistakes, learn from them, and let them go after that. So we try not to set ourselves up by taking jobs that couldn't possibly work out, or jobs that aren't right for us. Trust your gut. If you know it's not right, if you know it's not working out, if you do take on an extra job, I took on an extra job today and it's not panning out, it's not working, I got to change things. So it's okay to, and then acknowledge that, and don't take on jobs that aren't going to work out for you. So where was I? So we try not to set ourselves up by taking jobs that couldn't possibly work out, or jobs that aren't right for us. If we find ourselves in one of those circumstances, we address the issue responsibly. So you're going to make mistakes, you're going to find yourself, but you address things, and you deal with them in the moment. You don't deny things and push them down and say it's going to be okay. Like, if it's not okay, it's not okay. And that's okay. We figure out what our responsibilities are, and we generally stick to those unless another agreement is made. Agreements, we can renegotiate. Renegotiate relationships with your co-workers, with your bosses, with your family members. But when we're learning and growing, renegotiation is required in relationships. So we can look at another agreement. So we leave room for great days and not so great days. So I'm having not so great day, and that's okay. I got to leave room in myself for that. We are gentle and loving with people wherever possible, but we are assertive and firm when that is called for. So gentle and loving, but also assertive. It's about, again, staying in this, finding this balance of being able to be both things without leaning all on one thing or leaning all on the other. We got to have both in our lives, being able to be loving where possible, but also assertive and firm. We accept our strengths and build on them, and we accept our weaknesses and limitations, including the limitations of our power. I need to accept that I am limited to how much I can give to the world unless I fill up my own cup. I have to recognize that and acknowledge that and accept that about myself, and that's okay. I can get overwhelmed very easily. So we strive to stop trying to control and change what is not our business. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Bang! Got it. I don't know why that went out of my head and it came back at the same time last time. So we strive to stop trying to control and change what is not our business to change, and we focus on what is our responsibility and what we can change. What can we change? I can change my attitude to something. I can change. I can adopt a boundary. I can recognize that I need to schedule my life differently. So those are the things I can change. The things that I can be responsible for. So we set reasonable goals, and we take ourselves into account, and we strive for balance. The big B word. Sometimes we give ourselves a good gripe session to let it all out, but we do that appropriately in a way meant to take care of ourselves and release our feelings, but not to sabotage ourselves. So the vocal cords, as a massage therapist, I'm all about energy and about the muscles and everything. The vocal cords are actually a way to release energy. So talking something out. So a good gripe session with a good friend, don't gripe at the person that you need to gripe about. Don't gripe with them if it's that, but gripe with someone just a little bit, but it will actually help release energy, and it just gets it out of you, so you don't have to hold it and keep it and push it down. So yeah, a good gripe session is sometimes necessary, but we do it appropriately. So we strive to avoid malicious gossip and other self-defeating behaviors. So if you need to gripe about someone, just make sure it's not gossipy and it's not self-defeating. We avoid competition, strive for cooperation and a loving spirit. We understand that we may like some people we work with and dislike others, but we strive to find harmony and balance with everyone. Again, it's all about the harmony and balance, going with the flow of life. I stopped flowing today for some reason because I didn't have my balance. I didn't have enough self-care on my days off. So we do, where was I? Strive for harmony and balance with everyone. We do not deny how we feel about a certain person, but we strive to maintain good working relationships wherever possible. When we don't know, we say we don't know. That's easy for me. I'm always asking, like, what does that mean? What did you mean by that? I don't understand. Can you tell me more? I don't know about, like, I'm fearless about that stuff. So it's okay to ask. You're going to learn when you say, I don't know, like someone's going to explain more. So it's okay that you don't know. And it's okay to say you don't know. When we need help, ask for it directly. We all need help every once in a while. It's hard to ask for help. I know that, but we need to do it. And we can even ask ourselves for help. Like, I can even say to myself, what do I need in this moment? I should have stopped today and said, what do I need in this moment? That's where I failed myself today, but that's okay. It's okay that I failed because I'm going to do better tomorrow. So when when panic sets in, we address the panic as a separate issue and try not to let our work and our behavior be controlled by panic. So just notice that you're panicking. Take some deep breaths and don't say I'm panicking because of, all these things. Just notice I'm in panic and I need to take that down. So we strive to take responsible care for ourselves by appropriately asking for what we need at work while not neglecting ourselves. You can ask for your needs to be met. You're allowed to ask. You're allowed to speak up. That's part of taking responsibility for yourself. If we are part of a team, we strive for healthy teamwork as an opportunity to learn how to work in cooperation with others. If something gets or feels crazy, if we find ourselves working with a person who is addicted or has some kind of dysfunction that is troublesome, we do not make ourselves crazier by denying the problem. Just acknowledging that there is a problem, acknowledging even that you're in the crazies, acknowledging that you're feeling overwhelmed, acknowledging a feeling even is half the battle. Being aware. So we accept it and we strive in peace to figure out what we need to do to take care of ourselves. So it's accepting what's happening and then see what's the solution. This is mainly about don't live in the problem. So if something's coming up, don't live in it and get into victim and get into pity party, whatever. Just get into the solution. Well, how can I do better? What can I do better next time? How do I solve this? How do I do it so tomorrow I don't feel the same way as I did today? We let go of our need to be martyrs or rescuers. Oh my God, I used to think that if I rescued everybody else, then I might be able to save myself. I was like a belief system. So I would put myself aside. I would just do anything. That's kind of what I got stuck in recently in this last little while. Doing too much because maybe if I could save, and it's just an old thing coming up for me probably. If I can save them, then if I can, rescue everybody, then I'll save myself. So that's like kind of what being a martyr is. It's when you totally let go of what's good for you just to be there for other people. So we let go of our need to be martyrs or rescuers at work. We know we do not have to stay in situations that make us miserable. Don't have to stay in a situation that makes you miserable. We're not little children stuck in a dysfunctional home. We can walk away. Instead of sabotaging a system or ourselves, we plan a positive solution. Live in the solution, not the problem. Understanding that we need to take responsibility for ourselves along the way. We remove ourselves as victims, the V word, and we work at believing we deserve the best. It's only in the last 6 months that I've actually been able to verbalize, I deserve better, I deserve good things. I had to really practice that. I just thought we all deserve good things. I deflected it and I didn't realize that. So we deserve the best. You can say that to yourself. You deserve the best. And the universe is always supporting the best in your life anyways. It's just this head shit that we got to work on. What's going on in our minds, the stuff we're telling ourselves, the stories we're telling ourselves. So we remove ourselves as victims and we work on believing we deserve the best. Work on it. We work on believing we deserve the best. So I'm not alone there. It says it in this book for a lot of people to learn. Work on it. Work on believing you deserve the best. We practice acceptance, gratitude, and faith. Those are powerful things. Those are action words too. Actions, acceptance, gratitude, and faith. What are you doing? What are you doing to show that you have gratitude? What are you doing to show that you accept things as they are? Are you still picking away at something? Or are you truly accepting it? And do you believe? Do you believe the faith? Faith will take you so. A belief system is so powerful. A belief system can create your reality. So one day at a time, we strive to enjoy what is good. Solve the problems that are ours to solve and give the gift of ourselves at work. Give the gift of yourself at work. Give the gift of yourself to your life. My work is my life. My life is my work. So give the gift of myself, of who I am, and you can do the same. Here's your prayer for today. Today, I will pay attention to what recovery behaviors I could practice that would improve my work life. So what do I need to practice to improve my life? I will take care of myself on the job. God, help me to let go of my need to be victimized by my work. Help me to be open to all the good stuff that is available to me through my work. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Have a great night.